Hey guys, it's Degus-Scrumptious, and today I have a sad update for you guys. We're looking at Peppy right now because I'm doing this as I'm getting ready to walk out the door. But basically, Scrumptious, which if you don't know was one of my Degus, he was 6 years old at least, and he passed away last month, November. I found him in his little house, like a cardboard box, and his cage, and I fed him and everything, and then I was like, Scrumptious, like waiting for him to come out, and he didn't. And then I pet him, trying to wake him up, and he didn't. And then I picked him up and brought him out of the Degu room onto my mom. And I was like, Mom, I think he's in a coma or something. I think he's dying. And within minutes, his breath became labored. And it was probably like 11 o'clock at night or something. Or like 10 o'clock at night. And so there was like no vet's offices that could take him. And the emergency vets weren't, they weren't exotic. So our vet is about 20 minutes, like a half hour away from us without traffic, and they didn't open until the following morning. So I thought he was going to pass over the night, so I decided to wait it out till morning and get him in right away. So I left a message on their machine so they would expect us, and they let you do that, like if you have an emergency, and then you could just come up when it opens. And he died at like 8 o'clock in the morning the next day, and I stayed up almost all night with him. I only got like an hour of sleep because I was so worried for him. And he died in my hands. He took his last little breath and did a little squeak and then passed away. So that was really hard. And then about, I'm sorry, I keep saying, now Baby, about 4 weeks ago, he got sick. I don't know what's wrong with him. His breathing was just really like snushy and rattly and everything. It didn't sound good. So I called my normal vet, and the vet wasn't in till Friday that like specializes with Degus and everything. So they referred me to another vet, which I had to drive about over an hour away to get to. So I brought him there. And all this was really hard because Scrumptious had just passed away like 2 weeks before. And, I was thinking, oh no, is Baby going to pass away too? And I brought him, and they said that he had a chest infection and that he needed to go on 2 antibiotics. And so they mixed the antibiotics together and put it in a dropper and told me 2 drops a day, twice a day. And then I made a follow, and he got like an incubation treatment, a nebulizer treatment, which is where they put them in a box, and then they like put the little like mist in of the medication to loosen everything up. And they told me to come back on Friday, so I scheduled that appointment and had them faxed over everything to my regular vet. And the regular vet said, no, he doesn't have a chest infection. It's actually like in his nasal passages, and he's pretty sure it's probably tumors, cancerous tumors in his nostrils. And then he also, maybe it could have been like a piece of hay. And so he gave him 2 different antibiotics for twice a day. He had 6 milliliters of the one and then 2 of the other. He's on Baytril and then another one, which I forget. And it's like on the bottle and stuff. And he gets that twice a day. And they said give him 3 weeks. And the antibiotic hasn't helped him at all. He's still, like, really having a hard time breathing. So he's going in today, and that's where I'm leaving for. And I'm really hoping that he'll be okay. They said if he wasn't okay, they're going to do x-rays and see if it was either a piece of hay that they could pull out, but they have to put him under for the x-ray and under to pull out the hay on 2 separate occasions. And if it's tumors, I don't know what we'll do. I mean, the vet said if it was, we shouldn't, like, torture him with, like, radiation therapy or anything. He said that's too much for a little guy, and he's 6 years old, and that's about as long as they live, and he was amazed that he was that old already, and at his behavior, and how sweet he is, and, yeah, I'm just, Baby and Scrumptious, And my other Degus is I love all my pets, and it's so hard to see them pass away. So I'm hoping today will shed some light on the situation, and maybe it's just a piece of hay that he snuffed up and it's in his nose and they can pull it out. So I'm really hoping that's the case. Just wish baby luck, and if you could say some prayers for him, I would really appreciate that. And I'll update you guys later. I'll go check on baby now and see if I can show you real quick what he looks like. He's still pretty chipper and he's eating and drinking, but his breathing is really bad and it sounds really bad and he's not comfortable and he doesn't enjoy taking the medication, so I'm really worried about him. But I'm not going to disturb him if he's sleeping. So, 1 second. I don't know how well you can see. Oh, sorry, baby. But there he is. And just so worrying, I know baby is in a glass tank, but that's just a hospital cage recommended by the veterinarian because he wanted to make sure nothing was contagious. So that's it, and thanks guys for watching, and I'll update you all soon on baby.